Good morning, guys. It is the 13th of February 2021. Oh. I really should just like flip that back before I start. Anywho, Saturday. Tanny got home from his road trip okay, so that's a good thing. I don't know really what to talk about this morning. Not really thinking about anything in particular. I got a whole 8 hours sleep last night. Just want to say thank you to Miss Julianne because she suggested loosening my mask on my CPAP machine at the base of it, and I got 8 whole hours of sleep last night. Passed out, sparko. It was awesome. It really was. Makes me feel good. I like getting sleep, proper sleep all the time. It does help. It really helps. I've also discovered that our slow cooker can be used as a rice cooker. That makes me happy. I used to do 10-kilo pots of rice at a time. Yeah, on the stove. When it comes to doing household sizes, I find it really difficult without a rice cooker. Same principle. The whole thing's the same principle. It's just I find it difficult and I end up burning the rice every single time. Yeah. So Tanny normally does it. So I normally don't ask him to do it. Or if he is going to do it, then I ask him to do double the amount so there's some left over. But I have discovered that the slow cooker makes a very effective rice cooker. So I am a very happy girl. Yes. So that's made me happy. One thing I did want to talk about is trying to bulk out the expensive stuff with the cheaper stuff. Okay, so I don't have things like sushi rice. I'm not going to pay for it. I don't have the money for it. We don't have the storage for it at the moment, to be honest. And you know, I have 3 other types of rice. I have wild rice, I have brown rice, and I have white rice. Now, it is better for you to have the brown rice and the wild rice. That is fine, but it's also a little bit more expensive than the white rice. In fact, it's 4 times as expensive as the white rice. So what I try and do is I use a cup of each. That way the white rice is actually bulking out the brown and the wild rice while I use it for things like our videos and for breakfasts and for whatever, just to get that little bit of extra oomph in things. Also, yeah, so if you are in the situation where you need to watch your pennies and stuff like that, I would suggest bulking things out with a cheaper option, like a more plain option. You're still getting the good stuff, but you're bulking it out a bit, so it's going to last a bit longer. And yeah, so it becomes, so you're still going to get it. You are still going to get it, but you're just not going to have to use as much of it all the time, which is good. It is good. Yeah. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, dry is also cheaper. Buying dry is also cheaper than in tins, because it just is. The tins have had to be cooked, and you're paying for the tin. If you buy dry, if you're lucky enough to have a weigh and save kind of place near you, where you just take in your own containers and, you know, fill them up, that's going to be the best option. If you don't, that's fine, but the dry is still going to be a lot cheaper. Also, if you get damaged or broken dry ingredients, cheaper again. It's the difference between broken cashews and cashews is about £4 a kilo. makes a huge difference. Same with walnuts. I mean, I don't do fancy cakes that need half walnuts. Not interested. So I just buy broken walnuts, and they're about £7 a kilo, not 10 quid a kilo. Do you know what I mean? It's a huge difference. And when you realise that, the same with Brazil's, nuts in general, if you buy the broken ones, are going to be a lot cheaper. It's kind of like buying the broken biscuits, only you don't have to tell yourself that they're the broken ones, which means the calories are falling out so you can have more of them. Yeah. Speaking on this, right, nuts and grains and stuff like that, and seeds and all of that kind of thing are really, really important parts of anybody's diet. Okay, they're rich in proteins, they're rich in omega-3s, they've got all sorts of other good stuff going on. They've lots and lots of fiber, and yet one of the major weight loss companies in this country, Slimming World, has them as sins. Excuse me? Really? When I heard this, I was horrified. I'm not gonna lie, because to me that cuts out vegetarians or plant-based people entirely from doing this, because they won't be able to get the proteins that they need. Well, they will in other ways, but they would have to eat far more than their own body weight in lettuce. Do you know what I mean? Protein is in everything. All vegetables have protein, some more than others. Grains have a lot of it, legumes have a lot of it, but actually making them sins is like, really? To me, a sin is a Mars bar. It's not a handful of raw almonds or raw cashews. You know, that's not a sin. I have one friend who finds that Slimming World works for her. That is fine, you know, and that's her thing, and that's entirely up to her. If that's what she wants to use, that's entirely up to her. I've had another one who is a vegetarian who has tried to do Slimming World and has decided that it's better off for her not to do it. And I respect her as well. It's neither of the... I'm not somebody who would go and do Slimming World ever, because there is no way in hell you would get me in a room full of women who all they want to do is belittle themselves in a lot of respects. And what I'm doing for my health, to increase my health. If I lose weight, which I probably will, is a side effect of that. I'm not doing this for the weight loss, I'm actually doing it for my health. I'm doing it because I can't trust the abattoirs and the dairy industry not to be, well, the farmers who intensively farm their animals, not to pump them full of medications that we're not allowed to know about, because, you know, they can't register every animal. Like I said, you know, I can't have a lot of medications, which means then that I'm stuck in a situation where I react to the food that I'm eating because I'm having a medical reaction to it. And yeah, because you can't cook that stuff out. Anywho, I'm gonna make this short and sweet. I'm gonna go. I feel like I'm getting a bit ranty. Yeah, I'm definitely getting ranty. I am getting ranty. I'm feeling ranty about this. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I've got things to do. I love you guys heaps. Look after yourselves. Be aware that you are a goddess no matter what shape you are. Okay? And you do you your way. Bugger the magazines. I haven't had magazines in my house since my kids were born, and that was when I was 17. So, you know, it's been 30 years since my first son was born. I haven't had a women's magazine in the house since. The only reasons we've ever had newspapers is to pack up to move. And we've got the day before ones from the the news agents and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm never, and scales aren't allowed in our house. Nope. Not allowed in the house. No. Do you your way. Whatever works for you, that's cool. But do you your way, and don't let anyone tell you that, you know, you're not enough unless you do this or unless you do that. Just do you. Love you guys heaps. Mwah. Stay warm, stay safe, wear a mask, all of that stuff. And I'll see you guys later on. Bye bye.